Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man giving you the truth. I gotta remake this video I did on Friends. It was a real good video too. But when I turned the camera around, I put it right on my house. So I took it off. It's erased. So anyway, I'm back in movement out here, and I want to talk about this thing called Friends. We've been talking about the deceitfulness of wealth and how a lot of black people who understand what I'm about to talk about today get called sellouts and Uncle Toms because they be kind of cautious around being around other black people. But you got to be cautious with everybody though. If you start being successful, to be honest, you probably will have to be more cautious around blacks, kind of keeping your business to yourself. You know, like I told y'all once before, nobody can tell you what I got, not even the people in my house, you know, and that's how it need to be. You shouldn't always be fresh out here, drip, all that, because it's some real life people that ain't that smart. Arrogance and cockiness will make you think you more smarter than you are, but if you result into selling drugs and robbing people in 2022, and you could have a YouTube channel, you could write a book. There's so many ways you can get rich and come up, so to speak, that if you resort into the low level, low life stuff, I know you ain't that smart. And the Indians, the Nigerians, and all these foreigners, they prove how dumb you are every day. Where you will result to setting people up, robbing people, murdering people. Think about it. You rob a dude for 2 G's. You get 15 years. That means you basically you really came away with what? $100, practically $150 for every year. You only got $150. Who can't make $150 in a year? I could sell balloons and make $150 in a year. So you just not that bright. This is still the richest country in the world. The United States still has more opportunity and chances for you to get a nice house, a nice car, nice clothes, have money in your bank account, money in your pocket. But some people just not that bright, and y'all prove it every day with your jealousy. Watch my video on deceitfulness of riches. And people who make it prove it every day. You so scared that somebody gonna knock you out of your spot that some of y'all don't even like mentioning people's videos. Cowards. Like, you so worried about, and then get this, man. A lot of these same dudes on YouTube is guilty of what they say other people do. You guilty of what you say other people do. You want everybody to help you, but you don't want to help nobody. What if didn't nobody help you? All y'all that be getting them super chats, what if nobody gave y'all those super chats that you stacking up? But see, some of these black people on YouTube is the same way as the ones that they talk about on their videos. That's just a fact. And that's why we talking about friends, how you should never be a person who needs friends. But you shouldn't, like I say all the time, don't have your guard up so high where a friendly person, a loyal person come along and you basically shushing them off like they a disloyal person. People do that too. You could been sticking your neck out having somebody back for years and they won't even acknowledge you. And they don't have to. But when you see that, just understand that that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's why you got to be comfortable rolling solo. You got to be comfortable. You got to have a good time by yourself. Because if everybody you know turn against you, you gonna stop living? No, you don't stop living. You keep enjoying life. You don't need them. Anybody that turn against you, you don't need them. Anybody that can help you and they don't, you don't need them. See, you got to learn the difference between a friend and an associate. associate is gonna look at it like it's not his job to help you. It's not his job to support you. That's because he's an associate. He's not a friend. Friends don't think that way. Friends are going to look like LeBron James, for instance. You say, oh, Illuminati, all that. Who cares? Let's look at what he did. LeBron James looked out for his friends. And it benefited him. Because that Maverick dude, that dude is a pure genius when it comes to marketing and building money, so to speak. LeBron James should be hitting that man's hand like that. LeBron James should have paid that man $100 million or more. Because he basically built and helped build the brand called LeBron James. That's why I say have your guard up high enough to deflect fake friends, but low enough to let the real ones in. You got to be that way, man. And I know people, after this thing with Shaquella Robinson, people ain't going to be trying to be friendly. It already ain't as friendly as it was, say, when we was kids in the 80s anyway. But like I tell y'all, man, you just got to be a better discerner of people, man. You like you could tell, I could tell just by watching them videos they didn't like her. The one dude was walking in front of her and didn't turn around, didn't say nothing to her or nothing. I work in corrections. Usually what happens is when people are plotting, when it's getting ready to be a fight, it be real quiet in the room. That almost 99% of the time, when they know somebody finna fight, they get real quiet. And some of them, it be their job to distract. This what happened when you're dealing with ninjas, mainly ninjas. Because here's what I noticed about the Latinos in DT. For the most part, they stuck together. 90 some odd percent, they stuck together. Like one of them even told me one time, like him and another dude was in rival gangs. He said, in here, I got his back. But when we get out, I'm going to take off on him. That's what he told me about another Latino. Because they was in rival gangs. And so on that particular pod, like the Latinos, when they came out, they would all sit together. Just in case. Because it was Latino versus black. It got so bad where none of them, they kept them all in their rooms for a couple days. But in particular, what I'm talking about in this video can be applied by any race, and every race should be cautious. Because how many white people done went to college and came up dead from alcohol or drugs? The same thing goes for them too. You have to know when you're dealing with friends and enemies. Or when you're dealing with what we call frenemies, somebody who's supposed to be your friend, but they really secretly your enemy. You had those sometimes. And I've noticed that a couple of the people that I thought for years was my friends, like now I could tell they frenemies. Because listen, if you a friend, it ain't gonna matter that I vote different than you. You making a big deal out of that because like for instance, one of my friends, I would consider him I consider them all associates for one main reason, because I don't see or hear from them enough to call them friends. I don't know what they doing. They don't know what I'm doing. You know, we just talk on Facebook, stuff like that. But at one point in time, those was my friends, because we was rolling together, man. We had each other back. We was out here. So, but now I got to count them as associates because I don't see or hear from them enough to consider them friends. See, and that's what y'all need to start doing. Be careful who you around. If somebody ain't been around for a long time, be cautious when you go around them. Because you never know. They could be trying to set you up. You just never know. So, this particular guy, I noticed me and him, we both Trump supporters, right? But I noticed he don't hold nothing against the people who ain't with Trump. I noticed that. Like, he don't be arguing with him or nothing like that. He'll like my post when I say stuff. But some of these people, no. And you know why? Because they wasn't really friends. Because if I'm really your guy like that, you ain't gonna care that I voted for Trump. We ain't gonna fall out over no vote. That's why you gotta label people. Like I said, right now, everybody is associate. I got a word, I call them thirds. Like, when they a strong associate, I call them a third of a friend, like 33% of a friend. Like you almost halfway there. And that's my term I came up with. Everybody know, third. He like a third. I got a couple thirds. That's more than just a mere associate. Like I deal with them enough where they a third. They almost there. But nobody, I can't really call anybody my friend because, you know, one particular guy, I thought he was a friend, but he started being disrespectful and he know I'm a preacher. So he was putting other people like they more righteous than I am. Just because we go to a casino together, cause we done drunk this, that, cause I drink beer and a little bit of liquor. You putting them dudes who might be fruity looty, who might be this or that, you putting them over me. You know what I do. You don't even know what they do. They be fooling you. So you can't keep it all the way real with these people either. Cause then they'll start judging you. That's how people do me. I'll if I'm comfortable around you, I'll joke around with you in any way. But then what people do is they'll think that this preacher who would be making babies out of wedlock, which one of them in this Milwaukee area did, or allegedly did, but you think he more righteous than me? He got his wife thinking he monogamous and he out there making baby, but he more righteous than me because he don't go to casinos, he don't drink. He don't talk like I do. He just do it on the sneak tip. That's how people is though. That's why ain't none of these people, I don't have no friends right now. Now, like I say, you should always be open enough to have friends and that associates can become friends, but have that flip switch. If they try to flip out on you, listen, I'm gonna do everything I can to preserve life, man. You flip out on me and you trying to do that stuff they did to her, I'm gonna be in there going for it. Tables flying, everything. If I can't, like, imagine me. I'm just imagining myself. I'm the richest dude there. Guys want to rob me. They jealous of me. I come in the room, they there. One of them get to fighting me. He get the upper hand on me. You better finish the job, because if I'm on the ground like this, I'm looking out that other eye like, man, that's a whole picture right there. Over your head. They come running. Everybody trying to help. I'm throwing everything I can at you. And I'm running out. Help, help, help. If I can't win the fight, I'm screaming for help. Help, they trying to kill me in here. But at the same time, I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you. See, this is why people try to say people more righteous than me. Because them other preachers, they either too soft and brainwashed and narrow-minded to think like this. This is how real prophets think, man. Real prophets know that it's an eye for an eye. My eyes are given to me by God to see with, not for you to knock out. So if you try to knock them out, then I'm going to try to keep them in by knocking you out. Oh, are you supposed to be? As soon as you say that, if I'm in, oh man, you supposed to be a preacher, I'm going to get you even more if I could. I keeps it real. Y'all don't got to believe in me. The Most High believe in me and I believe in myself. I don't need no following. I ain't never had no huge following. Most of what I say is for the Most High and on his behalf. If you a dummy and you can't see a real dude this right in your face, oh well, you just gonna miss out. You listen, let's say you got 10 preachers. One of them got the truth. The other 9 don't. You say, well, I like how the other 9 dress. I'm gonna listen to them. You ain't gonna get the truth. Or let's say you got 20 preachers. 5 of them don't got that much money. They don't dress the best. But you gonna learn from them and they gonna benefit you in your life. The other 10 are telling you what you want to hear. Or 15, we said 20. Telling you what you want to hear. They look like they successful, but you ain't gonna really learn nothing from them because they fake. God's blessing ain't on them. You still gonna lose. The devil know what she doing. The devil be turning y'all minds against people you should be listening to, people you should be friends with, people you should be in relationships with, and then making you have love and admiration for people who might be just using you. That really don't sometimes care about you for real. And some of them be having a nerve, they will tell you they don't care about you. They'll be like, I hate people. That's why I hate people. I've heard at least 20 YouTubers say something similar to that. I don't hate people. I don't like them all, but I don't hate them. But some of these dudes, y'all love them so much, and they telling you to your face that they don't care about you. But you'll skip past dudes' videos who making that video to really help you. Because you, like we talked about earlier, you're deceived by wealth. You're deceived by fake success. Some of the success is fake. Some people just have the gift of persuasion. It's not that they so talented. They just have a gift of persuasion. They know how to put their words together, put this together, and make naive, shallow people follow them. But y'all calling these people friends. Nobody, let me say this, and I'm going to say it twice. Nobody that don't view you as a friend should be viewed as a friend. And in some cases, people who do view you as a friend, you shouldn't view them as a friend based on how they act. If they disrespecting you, which we're going to talk about today too, we're going to go deeper with this thing, disrespect, because you got to understand how to react to disrespect. So we're going to get into that today as well in future video. We got a couple more things we're going to talk about today. But you got to know when you're dealing with associates, when you're dealing with friends. Most people ain't got no friends. You say, well, I knew him since we was 5. Okay, what's the longest period that you didn't see him or hear from? 10, 15, 20 years? How is that your friend? They supposed to be demoted. They supposed to be demoted. If you go to prison, especially you take a fall for some dude, and he wasn't writing you or nothing like that, when you get out, do not have his back. Don't even go around him. Don't hang with him. Move to another city. Be good in prison. If y'all still work and could get money, do right in there so you could get that money, stack that money up, and move to another city. That hood stuff, stop living like that. Stop thinking that way. Get away from that. Because it's clearly obvious that some of these people we've been hearing about that's been dying lately, Takeoff, Shaquella Robinson, Duke the Jeweler, that hood people, forget that. Forget that. Be by yourself or be with people that's not like that or in that life. It might cost you your life trying to hang with the wrong people. If you healthy, you ain't got no diseases in your body, how you gonna die being by yourself? As long as you don't fall asleep behind a wheel or nothing like that, you'll be fine. Stay out of the wrong areas. Stop trying to flash on broke people. Another thing we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about, I think I figured out why these rappers be trying to walk around with no security. Told y'all, I be in these lives, the old ones and the new ones. And I've been hearing a pattern that I want to talk about today. So we're going to end this video because I want to make a short video about that. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No Matrix, no trying to be friendly and trying to have all these friends, and no acting depressed or sad because you don't have friends. Not having friends, I'm stuttering. Not having friends is a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you. Y'all better realize that. Just go to work, make your money, get your video games if you into that. You in the movies, get your movies, get you some snacks. Be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this night. I like this show. Listen, when I was younger, them dudes would hop on dirt like right around 10 o'clock in my neighborhood. And I knew it. I knew it. Every night, like clockwork, they hop on dirt, same time. I start watching Hunter and 21 Jump Street. I would tell the females that I'll call you after this go off, or call me back. I will watch Hunter and 21 Jump Street all week. I think Hunter might have came on at 9 or 9:30, something like that. The store closed at 9, so I would already be in there and been I got my snacks. And I will watch Hunter and 21 Jump Street. I did this for like 4 years. I kid you not. That same lineup was on. I did the same thing every night. If I wasn't with some female, I did this every night. And my record didn't have no criminal record. It's when those shows went off and I started being out there a little more, that's when I came close to all that. Going to jail, all that garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. It don't prove a man. It don't prove how tough. It is garbage to go to jail. So those shows kind of, I developed that routine. Then I would get off and I would I would talk on the phone till I fell asleep. And a couple times I came out in the morning, dudes was locked up. But not me though. And you gotta watch that, because people will be mad at you over that. They'll be like, he ain't no real nigga. He ain't never been a... Listen. Man, what was that? Everybody ain't been to jail, man. Everybody ain't been to jail. I still got a cold. Y'all gotta work with me. But thanks for watching. Again, the channel is No Matrix. No thinking you cool because you got all these people hanging around you, sucking up to you, or you sucking up to them. You go to school to do your work, not to be popular. In fact, you should go to school or go to a school where you either don't know nobody or you have an easy time staying away from trouble. But thanks for watching. And I want to make this little short video on something with these rappers that I figured out